Welcome to the Flippin' Ain't Easy channel. We want to do something a little bit different today, and I want to bring to you a direct liquidation pallet that I just ordered and received just about half an hour ago. And so this particular pallet, it's a liquidation customer returns pallet. I believe that this is from Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. And the MSRP on this is about $10,400 approximately, 202 items. So that means the average MSRP in this pallet here, and it's a large Gaylord, comes up from the ground to about what you see here, goes at about $50 per item. That's the MSRP. My cost, paid $1,600 plus the cost of shipping was about $19. And so that if you factor in the actual freight cost to ship this, we're looking at about $8.50 per item. Now there's a lot of small end items in this. There's about 3 items. I believe there's CPU processors that I'm looking for here, and that's going to be the bulk of my MSRP. I think $750 a piece is the MSRP. They go for about $600 a piece. Those 3 items, if they're in good condition, will get me most of my purchase back, so I'm looking forward to that. I just want to give you guys an idea of exactly what these liquidation pallets are and what they look like, and you know, they're full of surprises, so I don't know what condition I'm getting. These are customer returns. They could be anything from brand new, which is what we're hoping for, to just shoddy, beat up, not worth selling kind of condition. So wish me luck here, and so let's go ahead and get started. So without any further ado, let's go.
Coming around.
Okay.
How you doing, Jack?
Great. How are you?
Staying good.
Staying cool?
Good. As best I can.
All right here. That's good right there.
That good?
Yep.
Watch your toes, Jack.
Okay. They don't make you dress cool, do they?
Well, you know, we got short sleeve shirts. I've
Okay.
been wearing long sleeve shirts for 15 years. No need for me to stop now.
Okay.
Print your name too for the girls in the office.
Yep.
Make you famous. Or more famous. He's already famous, right?
Right.
Yeah. Actually, we have a YouTube channel. We're gonna go and put this. We're gonna open this up. It's gonna be on YouTube.
Oh, it's all right?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you will be famous pretty soon. Then,
Hoping. Just helping people out.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
All right. So yeah, we're going to go ahead with this opening of this pallet. I have to apologize for my choice of location here in my death pile garage. I have a lot of things that I have to go through. We're probably looking at easily 1,000 items that I haven't even gotten to. Anywhere from large and small, health and beauty, electronics, you name it. And this here again, it's an electronics pallet. Computers, toners, electronic office supplies. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to cut this bad boy open. All these pallets will come with your invoices. They usually give you a paper copy of the invoice, so you don't really have to save the one that's out here on the packaging. One thing I recommend to anyone who's doing liquidation, make sure that, especially with direct liquidation, and I'm not sponsored in any way by direct liquidation. I've maybe bought about 20 pallets so far, and I almost didn't buy this one because of the fact that they've gone through some management changes, and I'm not really interested in fighting through. I've had some problems with this company, so this may be my last pallet. This is what's going to decide if I continue with them or not. So I usually take this plastic part off, but you always want to make sure that you're requesting to have it wrapped, because I've had put in requests before to have this plastic layer put on the top, and believe it or not, if you don't have it wrapped on top, they will ship it like this without anything covering it, nothing stopping anyone from grabbing your stuff while it's en route. I had one Gaylord that basically had to have flipped over, and they put as much stuff back in, but I was missing a bunch of stuff and things were just thrashed. And I really didn't get a whole lot. Maybe I got a credit, so just got to kind of keep an eye on that. And none of these things are spectacular. Just they're office items. They're supposed to be, at least. I have a manifest. I'm not going to comb through the manifest and go everything with you. We're going to kind of make this kind of as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and get started. Got an Ibera. It's a laptop case. This probably goes for about $10 to $15. We've got a notebook cooler, and you probably get about $10, $15, $20 on that. Now what I do, many of you know, I do customer returns mostly, and I try to work in free shipping into my listings. So that $10, $15 item may not be a whole lot once I get done with shipping, but it's 200 items. If I sell each item for, you know, 20 bucks on average, and the MSRP is 50, I'm going to double my money, even with the shipping built in. You're going to get a lot of this. Toner cartridges. Well, actually, this is an ink cartridge, brother. Looks to me like it's a customer return. A lot of these come in a condition where you might have an open box, but the ink is still sealed. Here's a Black Web universal laptop charger. Has all the pieces. That'll go for about 25, 30 bucks all day long. Here's a dual band wireless. It's like a wireless Pci adapter. For those of you who have computers, you can plug that thing right in. I think it's that allows you to connect with your Wi-Fi. If you don't have Wi-Fi, or if you have a problem with your Wi-Fi in your computer, you can replace it with this. Here's some good stuff. Here's some memory. Viper Gaming, and it's 16 gigabytes. It's a 2x8 gigabyte kit DDR4 RAM. Maybe 50, 60 bucks. I mean, I'm lowballing myself. I might be on that, but you know, I'm also looking at some of these components I might be using to upgrade my own computer. Here's something. This is brand new sealed. It's an Microsoft Office 365 personal license for 1 year. This is definitely something I'm keeping for myself. I think there's a few more in there, and what I'll do is I'll keep the one that's not sealed though. So always when you're dealing with liquidation, if you're keeping anything for yourself, keep the stuff that is still workable but not in the newest condition, because you want to save that for your store. Have some more random ink cartridges. These are off-brand, but see, these will sell. People will buy these off-brand ink cartridges. Got some more ink bottles, so it's an ink refill kit. Got a Sony DVD player. This one here is Blu-ray as well, so the Sony itself will, if everything's in here and works out fine, I'm looking at about 40 bucks on that. That's a good one. Okay. Some more ink, some Canon ink. This looks like it's still sealed. Maybe a customer return. A lot of times customers buy the wrong thing. Oh, I bought the wrong cartridge for my printer. Send it right back. Okay. Another one, HP 63, brand new, not even open yet. Another 30 bucks. Another universal adapter for your laptop. About 20, 25 bucks. Keyboards. This one's a new one, Logitech. This is a keyboard mouse wireless combination. This will sell for about 30 bucks. But the problem is, you see how wide it is. It's about 19 inches wide. I cannot send this with the cubic shipping, okay? And it's going to cost me about maybe $12, $13, $14, $15 to ship this. And I'm not going to get a whole lot for this after it's all said and done. So I try to avoid items that are over 18 inches in width. Here's some toner, maybe 30 bucks. Provided it's still in the foil sealed, it'll actually get you about 20, 30 bucks, okay? Here is a wireless Logitech mouse. I'm thinking about 20 to 30 bucks on this. As you can see, it's really small. I can ship it first class for about 4 to 5 bucks. Okay, that's a good flip. Doesn't seem like a lot, you know. It's each individual item will add up. Even if you're taking a loss, even if you sell it, make only, you know, 5 bucks. My cost is $8.50, but I'm recouping my cost, because the home runs that I find, provided that they're in sellable condition, will be what we're looking for here. I've got a mini portable theater projector, and you can see there's a lot of labels. For those of you who are doing liquidation, I got to tell you that one caveat is you're going to have to deal with a lot of tape, and you're going to have to deal with a lot of label removal. So get a little heat gun and use that to remove these labels before you list it and take pictures. So I had to make a slight adjustment to our format. I had to get my wife to help me. It was on a tripod, but I didn't realize that my phone overheated. Like I said, it's 105 degrees out here, and we're bringing this video to you. So let's continue. So like I mentioned, these keyboards, you know, here's another 5 of them. I'm not going to make a whole lot on these after shipping, so maybe lot them out, but they all look pretty good, so we'll go that route. Always weigh your options. Be creative as possible when you're doing these things. Here's a SSD drive. Looks like a Samsung. This is a hard drive for your computer. SSD drives are the best drives to use because they're much faster. And something like this doesn't really say the size. 500 gigs will probably go for about 30-40 bucks if I don't keep it. We're looking at a universal adapter. Looks to be brand new, has all the plugs. I'm thinking 20-25 bucks. More of these Office 365s. You're going to get a lot of these people who sell Office programs on eBay, and they give you a code. Could be legit, may not be, right? But you're not going to get the actual product. This thing's sealed, so it does have value. I'm thinking about 50-60 bucks. More toner. Again, this is unsealed, so people buy this all day long. The expiration date still has a couple years to go, so we're great on that. Another 20-30 bucks. So you have these ink bottles. People like to do their own ink, refill their own ink, so probably won't get a whole lot. What I'll do is I'll find all the ink bottles like this, and I'll try to lot them out and sell them all together. The reason being is because the more you can sell together, the less you have to spend individually on shipping. You'll see that a lot of times you'll get things like this that are bundled together. You have to look at these closely. A lot of these might be opened. I'm praying that they're sealed. If they have any value, they'll stay sealed. Like this one here, someone returned this and they returned one that isn't sealed. That really doesn't have any value. Okay, maybe I can get away with trying to sell them in a lot, but it's hard to say. Here's a PS4 charging stand. Okay, you can put your PS4 controller. And in fact, you guys want to take a look and see what we have in this box before I go any further. There's a lot of stuff in here, and right now I haven't really come across any home runs. Like I mentioned in the intro, I'm looking at 3 items, and that's going to really determine if I go with direct liquidation beyond this point. Okay, so let's do some more. It's hot out here. I'm sure you're in your air-conditioned home having a little glass of lemonade and some popcorn, and that's fine. I'll have some later, but just enjoy the show. Here's a toner cartridge, and I don't know much more than that. It doesn't really tell me what, but these toner cartridges, if it's still in good condition after I dropped it, will probably get me 20-30 bucks. I don't see a whole lot in this. Here's a McGee. This is a, you can see a keyboard. It looks to be like a gaming keyboard, so it might have some value. Again, I don't like shipping these large keyboards, but if it has value, you know, I don't mind. Surge protectors, people need these all the time. $15, right? Ship it in a, it's just the right size for a priority mail poly bag, padded, and that'll be $7.75 shipping all day long. So nothing wrong with that. This one is a random Agbatech item. It's probably a charger. It's not labeled here. Probably no value at all. I'll have to look at the manifest. I have a lot of $10, $15 MSRP items in there, and because I can't really make any money off of those items, I like to lot those together. You get a lot of people who will buy those kind of items. More chargers. Okay, another, looks like a MacBook Pro charger, so maybe 20 bucks on that. More random ink. Okay, I have to look at each one of these. One thing you'll notice about liquidation is that the people at Walmart and other places like that, They love tape. It's like they're trained. The first day of training, they're trained on how to tape everything they can find. And for those of you who bought Liquidation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's another Microsoft Office 365, and it's sealed. I'll take that all day long. Here's an HDMI digital switch. It looks like it's opened. Not quite sure, maybe $15, $10, $15. Now, I heard someone who does liquidation videos state that Brother is not something you can sell on eBay. Well, I'm here to tell you I've sold dozens of Brother cartridges. This is a toner cartridge, and looks like they've opened this. As long as the package inside is sealed, it's that foil sealed package, as long as that's still in that sealed condition, I can sell this as an open box item. I've never had an issue with Brother though. And so you're going to find that you have companies out there that like to Vero, V-E-R-O, and that is the violation of, I don't know the exact meaning of the acronym, but it's basically they don't want you selling their items on eBay, okay? But it's, I think there's the first owner doctrine, if I'm not mistaken, that allows you the right to sell anything you physically own as long as you're not using their photos or verbiage and things like that. So I'll probably make, if that's in good condition, you know, sealed inside, I'll make about $40, $50, $60, depending. I don't know the 820 model, what that goes for. Here's a Dell, and it looks like it's been opened. And see, here's what I'm talking about. You got this package inside, it's open. So I don't have any way of testing. I don't have a Dell printer. I don't have a way of testing to see if this thing's going to work or not. So maybe an auction, but because it's open, it loses a lot of value. Here's a laser toner cartridge. Again, it looks like it's been opened. You know, this one has a plastic baggie. It looks okay. Looks like it hasn't been opened. This is one of those off-brand aftermarket cartridges, and you'll get about half the price as you would a genuine original cartridge, only because they're not really backed by anything. You know, you don't know who's putting these together. This is doesn't even really give me a brand name, you know, so it's hard to sell. This is for a Samsung laser printer, so maybe 20 bucks. Someone will come across that needs ink and doesn't want to spend a lot of money. An ultra thin smart keyboard case, so this is good for your tablets, right? And you can hook up usually an iPad or a Samsung tablet to it, and they will allow you to use this keyboard with your tablet. I'm thinking about 20 bucks. Here's another Samsung. This is a 250 gigabyte SSD drive. Awesome to have. It helps speed up your computer if you have your computer booting off of one of these. So I'm thinking because it's 250, it's probably worth like 20 bucks. One of our favorite things, keyboards. Here's another one. Another thing you'll find is you get a lot of stuff like this. The H&R Block, you know, tax programs. These are older tax programs, and they're worth nothing to anyone, so you're not going to find anyone who's going to want to buy these. Try to avoid lots with this in there, but sometimes they just throw them in there. I won't get anything out of this. Okay. Wow, mouse pad. That's an item I'll probably lot together with one of those keyboards or something like that. More ink. You can see I'm going to have a lot of ink to deal with. Here is a off-brand toner cartridge. I'm not going to bother looking in the box. You get an idea. Trying to go through this as fast as possible because your time has value, and I don't want to waste your time. We're dealing with toner cartridge, more of them. Here's an LCD magnifier, and I guess if you're not able to see too well, you can put this right in front of your monitor and it'll help you see the smaller text that's on your screen. Seems like a random cable of some sort. I won't go into what it is. Now this is random. Look, people return stuff in paper bags, right? Isn't that amazing? And they get their money back. I have no idea what this is. Looks like a vice clamp of some sort. You clamp this to the side of your desk and it gives you a strange looking, I don't know, maybe you hook this up and you can put your paper. Wow. Just what I've been wanting. Okay, so more ink. Looks like the boxes have been opened in both cases, but the key is that internal packaging, right? Digital TV tuner receiver. That's probably worth 30 or 40 bucks once you get all the labels off. More of your HP toner. Cool little optical mouse. That's probably about $10, $15 depending on, it looks like a very slim mouse. USB mouse. Here's a box of something. Looks like LD ink. That's the off-brand name of toner. And this is filled with various toner cartridges, and they look like they're for Canon and they have not been opened. So that's a good sign. I don't like the off-brand part. You're only going to get about half the price of the actual genuine ink, but this will sell nonetheless. Here's a portable lithium battery solar generator. So maybe you didn't pay your electric bill and you can just throw this out in the sun and maybe get to... That was bad, wasn't it?
Maybe you're out camping and...
Okay, so maybe you're out camping and you really need to charge your phone or something. Just put this out in the sun. And we've been putting our phone out in the sun doing this video, and it's been shutting off. It's so hot out here. That, I don't know. That'll probably go for 30, 40 bucks. Here's, this is a Walmart brand, ONN, portable DVD player kit. I've sold these before. This is about 30 bucks. Comes with a bag, headphones, and it's just a nice little DVD player. Great for kids when you're on a road trip. Here's another, this is Sylvania portable DVD player. And because it's, Sylvania is an old brand, but it's better than ONN, so it'll probably go for about 30, 40 bucks. What we got here? Here's a DVD player that's in pink. It's also Sylvania. So these sell all the time. I get the off-brand ones. Here's another ONN. Like the condition of the boxes. One thing you're looking for in liquidation is, despite these stickers you can get off, the condition of the box will also be key because you're going to photo these boxes. This is a, I have no idea, Motile wireless keyboard. It's a very small Bluetooth wireless enabled keyboard for your laptop, phone, or tablet. And I'm not going to crack it open, it has too much tape on it, but something like this, 25, 30 bucks. Here's a Philips, and I don't know what it is. Home audio theater, so it might be something, a component for your audio home theater. If so, it's about a $40 or $50 item. Here's a cartridge ribbon, Tally Genicom. I have no idea. Only thing I can think of is maybe it's a lot like that other box that has some various laser jet toner cartridges in here. Okay. Now, authentic. We're dealing with HP. Got a couple of these that are authentic. I'm looking at this. It looks like it's been taped, but only to keep these boxes together in shipment. So I'm thinking these have not been opened, and then they don't look to be open. So that's a very good sign. These will probably go for about 60 to 70 bucks a piece. Always want to see that. Here's some more ink. Again, this one looks unopened, this one looks open, but the key is that internal packaging. Here's a Samsung SSD drive, another 20 bucks. Those are good to see. Here's a bunch of different inks. Now, what could have happened here is that someone from Direct Liquidation sort of gathered up the various same type model and just threw them together in a plastic baggie, and they look new from just looking at the inside. They look new, so that's a good sign. If I can't get what I want, at least say $10 sale price on each one of these, I'm gonna just lot them out, make 30, 40 bucks. Okay. Here's a dash cam, 1080p mini action dash cam, and that's like 20 bucks. You know, it's good to put in your car, or you can put on, you know, somewhere in your home. But because it doesn't seem like it's well made, it's only going to go for like 20, 30 bucks. Here's a random box I got back. It's Walmart returns, and we're dealing with some of those LD inks, right? And they look brand new, just returned. That's always a good sign. There's a Blackweb mouse. Blackweb is a Walmart brand, and they're okay, but they're not going to command much money. This might only get me like 10 bucks. More ink, you know, same story. This one's a Canon Pixma. I've sold these. Box is kind of beat up, but it hasn't been opened. Get 20, 30 bucks for that. And this one's an off-brand. It's not going to do much at all. More of those adapters for your, you know, your computer. There's another random Walmart box. Customers return it. As you can see, it's ink, that LD brand. Okay, so I have another random box. It says pre-sort no category. I don't know what that is. It's a mystery box. This might not even be on the manifest. You know, you're always hoping for some kind of gem in here when you get this kind of thing. And I see more ink cartridges. So we'll take a good look at that. As you can see, I'm getting a lot of the same type, which is good if I want to just move it fast. Here's a Protecto iPad Air. It's a strange looking, totally tablet e-stand. It's almost like it's for a kid. Okay. Maybe $10, $15 for that. A lot of this stuff's going to be hard to move too. This is a brand new, as you can see, I'll take this plastic off, brand new Targus laptop bag. Maybe 20, 30 bucks for that. It still has the tags on it and everything. Pretty good. You know, random adapters, things like that. You know, I kind of keep a box of wires and cables and adapters, because you never know when something's missing a part, and you can just throw that in there. An Epson, looks like it's been smashed more than opened, so again, I could sell this as new. You have a digital switch, HDMI switch, probably 10 bucks, nothing to get all excited and crazy about. Ink, now this, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. This is authentic ink, but it looks like it's been taped to the internal packaging. This is not going to get you any money. So if you ever come across ink that's not sealed, it's no good. Nothing to be really excited about here so far. Here's a TP-Link whole home Wi-Fi system, and that might be a good 75 to 100 bucks. And it looks to be like it was opened and returned. So as long as all the components are here, I can sell this as open box. Okay, that's a pretty good one. As you notice, I have not found any of the good items I've been looking for. So this is going to be a total disaster if I don't find them. Okay. Instead, I'm finding stuff like this H&R Block. Okay. This business, you have to be prepared for the ups and downs, the good and the bad. Sometimes you're going to find more than you expected, and more often than not, you're going to find a lot less than you expected. But when it comes to sourcing, this is the best way to do it, in my opinion. For me, I don't have to drive to a yard sale. I don't have to go to stores looking for stuff. I just have it delivered to me. Here's more toner cartridges, off-brand, LD brand, right? It still sells. It's not. These are not home runs. Here's a Logitech G413 Carbon. This is a gaming keyboard, and the difference between this and say these over here, this is going to command about twice the price because it's just a premium keyboard. So maybe 40 bucks on that, if it's not kept by us. As you can see, more of the same. This is a DGL. Now it has a handle. Here's what. It's not made for TV. Sorry. How do you keep your composure on TV like this? It's a digital gadget lap desk, and it allows you to be kind of lazy and do your work and have this on your lap without burning your leg. I'm thinking like 30-40 bucks. Okay.
I have sweat rolling down my back.
People don't want to know that. I'm gonna leave that in this video.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Okay. Back to this. Here's some Samsung toner cartridges. Looks new. I like it. Authentic. I've got 2 of them in here. This is money all day long. And it's money that people are going to keep driving by while I do this video. That's fine. I like these. It looks like it's been opened. You know, depending on what that internal packaging is. I stress it because that is key. Here's something. It says, Department 18 Modular Easter Infant Baby Jesus Loves Me Annum. Now I don't know what is in here and how this is an office item, but we'll find out. A lot of times people return stuff in their own boxes and it's something totally unexpected. So, as I mentioned, these are toner cartridges. And the funny thing is, I think regardless of what this box looks like, this return label that Walmart sends them, they send this directly to Direct Liquidation, TRG, and they know what's in here because of that return label. So they don't even have to crack open this box to be able to sort it out for you. Walmart boxes and more ink. Alright, so as you can see, I have not pulled out any processors, which is what I'm shooting for, and so that's going to determine if I get the value out of this that I was expecting. So stay tuned to see if we get that, okay? We're dealing with more toner cartridges. So make sure that's what's inside. Looks to be like we have some toner cartridges in here. I'm not going to waste your time and with these toner cartridges too much. We have a lot in here. Probably about halfway through. More ink. But again, these are manifested. I knew that this ink was in here. I didn't really buy it. I could sell the ink. I didn't really buy it for that. So more of these. Got the HDMI digital switch and another adapter, computer adapter. What I don't mind here is I continue to get the same item, but I only have to make one listing. Okay, so good thing about liquidation is you can find yourself with a lot of replenishables where you may have 10-20 of the same item, but you only have to take one photo, do one listing, and put them all in the same, and they're already put together. More ink. Every time I pull out an authentic ink that's not opened, just say 30 bucks. Charging pad, another one of those. This is replenishable. So with this mouse pad, again, it recharges your phone. It'll be 10, 15, 20 bucks, but I don't have to list this again. I'm going to have it already listed once. So I don't mind pulling these items out. Well, I kind of do. It's hot, but I want you guys to see what we deal with when we deal with these liquidation pallets. Another $20, $30 bill. This is a Kensington track mouse. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. It's like a little roller ball instead of a mouse, and people love these. These things sell for me very fast, and they sell for about 30 bucks. And you want to make sure you got the dongle there. It's worth nothing if you don't have the dongle. Okay. Canon kit, the whole kit looks like it's sealed. This is like a good 50, 60 bucks. It's a combo pack. Love it. Ink is very easy to sell because you don't have to test it, right? Just got to make sure it's sealed in the package, and if it is, then you just take your pictures and list it and move on. There are very few returns, and it's a good item to sell. I just love it. Here's another Office 365 all day long. Here's a Samsung portable Ssd Drive, 1 terabyte, and great brand. 50, 60 bucks if I don't keep it. Notice a theme here. I'm looking to keep stuff. A couple power strips. People Love these. These things sell if priced properly. More ink. Surprise, surprise. Okay, another near worthless item. Antivirus programs. You know, really, I may try to sell this. Someone who just has to have Norton may buy it, but honestly, you can use the antivirus that comes with Windows 10. It works just the same. Okay, more ink. Authentic, sealed, great. This here, I don't know what it is. Okay, looks like a Hyundai. So I don't know if this is a hard drive that goes into your car. I don't think so. I've never heard of Hyundai making a hard drive, but it's sealed, and probably get about 20 bucks for it. More ink. Here's a Office 365 that's been opened. Now I will probably try to keep this one for myself. Okay. More ink. More surge protectors. GE is a good brand, so that's what you want. Another 365. Looks like another laptop case, really padded one, probably a universal one. 10, 20 bucks, 15, I don't know. Here's a kind of a cool one. This is a multi-device, and of course you got your return. This one was $29.20 at Walmart, and they changed their mind according to the receipt. And you hook up you put your little tablet or phone in that little slot there, and hook it up with your Bluetooth, and you can have a keyboard. That's kind of cool. And so it sells 29 bucks at Walmart. I'll give about 25 for it. Looks to be brand new. Here's a cool one. This one is a Lenovo smart display. We actually have one of these in our kitchen, and it hooks up to Google. This is about 100 bucks, maybe 75. Yeah, you gotta believe me about this tape. It's really a mess. So yeah, these are nice, great to have. More good ink. I'll take it. I have a Photoshop, which I might keep that. It looks like it's a license, a software download card, provided that it hasn't been used and hasn't been scratched off in the back. It might be about 50 bucks, but like I said, you can never go wrong with Adobe, and when you're making thumbnails for YouTube and things like that, these are good to have. More ink. I have an ink like coming out through my eyeballs, but it's okay. It wasn't like it was a surprise. Another like a little backpack here. It's kind of cool. Brand new. I don't know what Walmart sold it for, but I'm thinking about 20 bucks. As people start getting out again, people are going to be buying backpacks. More toner. You're tired of seeing toner, so am I. I want to see what I bought, what I was trying to get. Haven't found it yet. I sold one of these before. This is a call center dial pad. They go for about 25 bucks, 25, 30 bucks. And it allows you to hook up a headset. Maybe you're into telemarketing or whatever, working from home. These are good to have. More keyboards. This one's a Microsoft brand, so you may get more than Logitech. Another Logitech. More off-brand toner. Here is a easy transfer cable for Windows. So this allows you to transfer files from one PC to the other. That's kind of cool. I remember looking for one of these many years ago, and I couldn't find them. So here's a random box. I don't know what's inside. It says it's a Canon ink. Are you surprised? I'm not. And it's not even Canon ink. It's off-brand Canon ink. Okay. All right. You guys still with me? Another random box. And this one looks like they returned this item And they didn't even return it in the original packaging again. Looks like a laptop. Wow. Epic. Huh. Kind of a cool little laptop. It's brand new. I've never heard of Epic. Maybe like a Chromebook type of deal. I have not priced these, but I'm sure it's easily $100. Maybe more. We'll see. Trying to get some good stuff for you guys. Here's a universal remote GE. Here's some toner. Speedy Inks. Definitely an off-brand, but we'll sell it. Boy, the only good thing I can tell you again about this is I'm getting a lot of the same. You got the magenta, the cyan, you got the yellow, the black. You can really either sell these in lots or just have a lot of replenishables for one listing. Surprise, surprise. Starting to get into panic mode. I don't get the I'm not getting the stuff I've been hoping for. Here's that packaging I'm telling you about. So this box is open, but this is the packaging. It's sealed. Okay, as long as it's sealed, it doesn't matter what this outer packaging looks like. That's what people want. Ink, ink, ink. Here's a iPad cover, if you're into that kind of thing. Another one. These don't sell too well, to be honest with you. At least not for me. Here's a Mac OS X keyboard. Looks like it replaces your Mac. It's a gray one, so this might have some value to it. Here is a, looks like an iPad case. Interesting. Not really. Here's that motile thing again. Again, it's replenishable. I'll sell this all day long. Maybe $20. I'm getting down to the bottom here. Another iPad case. Or actually, this is a MacBook Pro case, I think. HDMI switch. No packaging, of course. Here's a personal CD player. I mean, I guess if you have CDs and you want to go running or something, these aren't really popular items. Maybe $10. The box might be worth more than the item. Okay, Canon. Looks like it's open. It's a magenta. Canon's a really good brand. We're good with that. Xerox. This one's a good brand. Brand new, sealed. Maybe $60, $70 all day long for that. Here is more H&R Block. You don't want that. I just sold one of these for $30. It's a LG Smart DVD player. It has your Netflix and Prime on there, and so yeah, about $30 for that. You see, there's a lot of items in there. We're talking 202 items in this pallet. Wow. No box. Looks like someone's used this. It's some kind of a Philips device, like a DVD player, okay? But it's a used item, and I'm surprised they were allowed to use it. What a lot of people do with liquidation is they'll own an item for about a year or two, and they'll buy a similar item and swap it out on a return. It's sad. It's not good. If you're a reseller like me, you're hoping to get the original item. And we're looking in here. I don't see my processors, and I'm getting really bummed out. What is this? I thought I'm the only one who had poly bags like this. This is a CD or DVD case. It kind of zips up. I don't know anybody who owns a case like that other than that. Oh boy, that's a beautiful bag, isn't it? I don't know, maybe 10 bucks. More toner. And an AC adapter. Another GE surge protector. You know, as it stands, I mean, I may make some money on this, but without my processors, I'm not making anything, not much. Another MacBook Pro adapter, it looks like. This here's a Fossil watch. I saw this on the manifest and I really can't. It's an OS Wear by Google. It's a smartwatch by Fossil, but I can't really see what's in here. Maybe 100 bucks. More Canon ink. More ink. And more ink. More H&R Block. More ink. And I'm not really disappointed in that part of it. Metal monitor stand, so you can hook this up on your desk. Maybe 20-30 bucks. Looks to be brand new. USB key flash drive. I have about, there's like 4 or 5 in here, and that's unique. I've never seen them like that before. I'm not sure, maybe 10 bucks each. Sell them all together as a lot. Looks like the package is sealed for some reason, so very interesting. So HP, again, more ink without the package, but it's sealed, so I'm happy with that. Looks like a Apple remote, replacement remote for Apple TV. That's maybe 10-20 bucks, probably closer to 20. Another HDMI digital switch. Actually, it's a digtail switch. Spell check. Kind of a different looking HDMI cable, maybe 15-20 bucks. Kind of cool. Epson, Canon. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. More ink, more ink. This might be titled, I'm going to ink you to sleep. Let's see, more ink, ink, ink. You guys will be dreaming of ink cartridges if you watch this far. Uh-oh, something fell. MacBook case. MacBook case. Here's a laptop battery. Maybe 30-40 bucks. People are always looking to replace a battery. You know, after a couple years they start to go out. Depending on the model and how old the actual laptop is will determine what that's worth. Maybe 30-40 bucks. More ink. Just on the ink alone, I'm making my money back. You know, but you don't buy these to make your money back. You want to make money. This is your business, right? So headset, maybe 10, 15, 20 bucks. I don't know what brand this is. No packaging. This is how people return stuff. Another HD ink. You got an ONN. Again, one of those adapters. That's like 5 of those that I have. More ink. Maybe a USB to micro SD cable. They might have some value. Looks to be about a 6-foot cable. You got your digital optical cables for your home theater. Those are about 10 bucks. More ink. Another Office 365, which is fine. More ink. And the reason why I'm not totally bummed out about this is because, like I said, these ink cartridges are going to be easy to sell. but I'm very disappointed that they would have my processors listed in here and they're not in here. Canon, Brother, Epson, all authentic inks. We could take a look down here and just see. Here's a SSD drive that has no packaging. That's okay. But another telephone headset. But taking a look at the rest of the stuff, you know, I don't see what I'm looking for here. And this is very bad because on the manifest, I'm supposed to have 3 processors that are AMD top of the line processors. They're both, all 3 of them are $749 MSRP, selling for about $600 on eBay. And I'm sad to say that I don't see it in here. None of them. And from my experience with direct liquidation, I bought a pallet from them a year ago. It was supposed to have 3 Xbox systems, 2 PlayStations, and a really nice stereo receiver. The top 6 items, price-wise, all over $300 value. And when I got it, did not receive a single one. And they didn't give me but a little bit off. I mean, they gave me a credit, maybe like $400 or $500 credit. When we're talking $300 each times 6 is $1,800 that I was going to make. So I'm disappointed. I told myself that if they did this to me again, that I was not going to do business with them. And guys, I can't recommend doing business with direct liquidation, if I'm being honest with you. Yes, you get stuff that's brand new and that's what customers return, but I'm really starting to have an opinion, and I can't prove it, that people at that facility are taking the larger priced items out of the boxes and doing who knows what with them. So I'm under the opinion that there's some funny business going on, and whenever you have missing items from a manifest, it's expected, right? They tell you, you know, you may not get everything in the manifest, but when it happens to be the most expensive item, it makes you wonder what's going on with these items, and makes you wonder. But I don't want to be the victim of it anymore. I don't want to fight with them. I don't want to have to beg them for consideration on credits or even refunds. So I really don't know how to handle this at this point. So I'm going to give them an email, give them a chance to solve this problem, and I'll even give them a link to this video. But as you can see, and as you have seen, didn't get anything that I was expecting other than ink, Office 365 kits, random office stuff, but the 3 AMD computer processors were nowhere to be found. And I'm just looking around at this bottom of this box, hoping I'm wrong. And I mean, without going through everything else, more ink here, some kind of earphones, more ink, coin purse of some sort, the tags on it, another digtail switch. But guys, I'm gonna make my money back, but I'm disappointed. So guys, to sum this whole thing up, I gotta tell you, I'm disappointed. We tried to have some fun with this out here doing this video. It was hot outside. Tried not to put you to sleep, you know, because I want you to see what's going on. And you know, there wasn't a whole lot to this pallet. A lot of ink, various miscellaneous items that have some value, but really the value I was looking forward to were these AMD 9 processors that retail for $750 a piece, and the resale value on eBay on those are about $500 or $600. So we're talking at least 15, 16, 17, 1800 bucks of my purchase. That was going to basically cover the purchase of this lot, and then the rest of it was going to be pretty much gravy. Now the gravy is going to have to pay for what I'm into it for. And I got to tell you, these are things you have to look out for. You have to do your homework, and you have to be very careful. And so yeah, there's a reason why I haven't ordered from them in a while. I've been ordering locally through liquidation.com, but because they're limiting me to pallet pickups only, I can't go and buy the boxes, the parcels that I'm used to buying, the health and beauty. So I'm sort of looking for other avenues. There's places like Bstock, there's liquidation.com, but I definitely got to tell you guys that I'm very disappointed here. I am going to give them an opportunity to respond, but you know, they're going to probably blame it on the carrier. They did that last time, but see, this box was wrapped, and so there's no indication at looking at this package that there's any kind of tampering going on with the packaging. So something's not right, but I'm not going to be the fall guy anymore for this company. You know, too many times the most expensive items that are supposed to be in these pallets are gone, and it's no longer a coincidence to me. Something's going on, and whoever's involved in this, you know, really needs to look into what's going on over there. But I would not. Whether you do or not, that's up to you, but I cannot recommend at this time buying from direct liquidation, because just more disappointment than it's worth. And I'm really upset. As a reseller, you know, you don't want to put almost $2,000 into product and to have to hope to get that money back. That's time and effort that I now have to spend to just get my money back, when I should be making more off of this pallet than that. Take what, $2,200 off the MSRP, and it becomes a $8,000 lot for $2,000. I'm now into it for 25%, and that's way over what I normally buy for. So it's definitely going to be one of those things where I may recoup my money with time and effort, but that time and effort's worth money. And so with that, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and we're just trying to bring this information to you so that you get an idea of what it's like to be a reseller, because flipping ain't easy, and I just gave you a very good example of that. So without any further ado, let you have the rest of your day, and until next time, I'm signing out.